hit bombs.
You should. You should.
Welcome to Sometimes You Have to Lose Yourself, a podcast where we explore the complexities of love, loss, and self-discovery. Join Charlie Perry and Marvin Speller when life's unexpected twists and turns come our way. It's easy to lose ourselves in the process, but what if losing ourselves is exactly what we need to find our true selves? Join us as we dive into the depths of human experience, sharing stories, insights, and conversations that will challenge, inspire, and maybe even help you find your way again. Sometimes you have to lose yourself. Let's get started.
What's going on, everybody? Everyone, welcome to Sometimes You Have to Lose Yourself. I'm Charlie Perry, along with my host up there, Marvin Speller, Coach M100, and we have two fabulous guests, and one is Joy and one is Malinda. And as you see their names on the screen, this is wellness at its finest. So, without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to my friend Marvin, and he's going to get us started on this podcast. Please share this podcast. Actually, add your input in the comments. Give us some questions of these fabulous guests. We paid them big money, so you got to give them about 50 million questions, and that will call it. Then we'll call it even. All right. What's going on, everyone?
Thank you, everyone, for joining. And I'm excited to have an opportunity to talk about these two lovely ladies, my great friends, who I met both of them. Met both of them at coaching school, HCI, Health Coach Institute. I think we first met in Phoenix, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Phoenix.
Yep.
So we had an opportunity to meet you. And look at them right now. They both were just the most pleasant souls that you could meet. And I'm glad they're continuing to do the work because the world definitely needs people like you. I love you guys dearly. And I'm going to talk about you one at a time, and then we'll kind of open it up for you all. Joy, I'll start with you. Just like the name, Joy. I mean, look at, she always got this smile on her face. You know, so the name kind of goes with Coach. Joyful Joy B. That's your nickname, right?
Joyful Joy V, the Joyful Joyologist.
There you go. And,
Joyologist. Yeah.
And you know, she's always this way. Always been this way since I met her. And it's really the joy masked in love for the world and love for people. I appreciate all that you do for many. I appreciate the love and care you've always sent my way. And you've always been one of the kindest people I've ever met. And I really appreciate all the support. So, you know, you being a coach, Coach Joy, and you continue to work. And you're in still in Tennessee, right?
I'm still in Tennessee, yes. I'm flying out tomorrow. I just checked in for my flight. You know, I have to do it 24 hours ahead. So I'll be flying tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, great. And so you I wanna kind of go through what you've done. You went to HCI, come out there, and then we're going to navigate over to your colleague. But I want to know about you. You as a coach, what you're doing now, how you're impacting the world, because I know how you've impacted me just for your whole presence and being. So please tell the whole world about what you're doing, how you're impacting others, please.
Yes. So, I've taken some time to just really explore God, asking God, my creator,
Hmm.
what is it you have for me to do? And I have taken like a course on like understanding even your name. Like there's like our names are so important and in terms of like our destiny.
Hmm.
And I'm fully embracing it, like my name, Joy, as a joy bringer. And I am a certified joyologist, which,
Nice.
Wow.
yeah, which means I study the topic of joy, I practice joy, and I spread joy. And I have come to this point in my life where I'm really fully embracing it. Now, I have to say that when I was like, when I was still working on my inner me and I was battling with things like depression and, just like the things like life throws at you. And I would question like, wow, it's sometimes a challenge to have this name Joy because it holds a lot of weight in terms of, you know, how can I express this? Like, I just recall like when I was going through some really hard times and reaching out for help. Some people would say, "Wow, your name's Joy and you're sad." So then it kind of put this
Mm.
pressure on me that I had to always hold this spot of like, "Oh, all the time." But like now in the last I would say even more the last 4 years, I've literally been in touch with my emotions. I can feel it. I can grieve. I've taken some grief courses, fully embracing emotions because we're human. We're all
Yeah.
human. Just because my name is Joy doesn't give me an automatic pass, right? Like, I
Right.
mean, I'm not exempt from the hard challenges in life. And I'm actually walking through something very difficult, even in this season. And I still have tears. I would say, like, I'm down to where like 90 seconds, I can be aware and say it's okay. And I rub my chest and I'm like, I'm human. It's because I love deeply. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
am in touch with my emotions where I can feel the grief and cry if I need to cry a little bit, and then work on the where my thoughts go. So yeah, I mean I think that just being joyful isn't just automatic. It takes a practice. It's a practice of your mind and mindset. So that's where it has what I can share for now.
Nice.
Okay. I like the part just being authentic with your feelings, emotions. I, I mean, I think I cry probably at least a couple times a week. I'm like, hey, it is what it is. Nothing wrong with sharing your emotions. And, reading my book, you would see I don't really care what you share. It's just like, this is me. This is what the world gets.
Yeah.
Um, so, like I said, I mean, thank you for being, I was looking at one of your videos lately, and I love the thing you talked about. The things that's kind of sit in the background is the synchronicity of things, how things
Mhm.
fall into place. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. I mean, that's
Mhm.
really been in my mind a lot lately, synchronicity.
Mhm. Yeah. A lot of
And
synchronicities I'm noticing.
yeah, so love to hear that. And I always love to hear other things what coaches say that kind of always gets me a little jazzed up too. So thank you for sharing stuff like that. It really definitely filled my bucket. So, thank you for that. You guys have any questions for Joy real quick before we keep this show
Um,
moving on?
Joy,
Yes.
who inspired you to be a joyologist?
Who inspired? Well, I feel that God is the first inspiration. He has me here for a reason, and I actually struggled for a really long time to feel like I really even belonged on this earth
Oh wow,
because yeah, I really struggled for the longest time because I'm the youngest of five siblings. I'm number 5.
number
Hmm.
5. Okay,
Number 5. Yes, and my dad was military and I was born in the Philippines
okay.
and when I was born and then I guess I had my mom's still alive. She's 91.
Oh wow,
Wow.
God
She's
bless.
91,
Yes.
actually 91 and a half.
wow.
Oh,
Awesome.
bless
Okay,
her
Uh,
gotta
heart.
get
and
you laughing
nobody thinks she's not. She actually probably could
Probably
knock
looks
20 years
80.
off. She's like
Probably
70.
looks
Looks like 70.
Wow.
Like
there.
that.
Wow.
Nice.
But I'm glad I have
Is
my
she
mom.
here? Is she here or back?
Not with me in Tennessee.
But here
I'm in
States.
Tennessee. She's in California, yes. And I'm not that far from her. And me and my sisters, we take turns and help. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty. So so tell us how long you been married? Seems like you got the most amazing husband. Tell us about that.
Oh, I've been married 32 years.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Wow, 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 wow.
32
Congratulations.
years. I
Good
met him when
job.
I was almost 19 and he was
Wow.
almost 20.
Wow.
And we were actually, I would say that he had a girlfriend at the time. And I actually was not there to break up anybody. I was like, I don't know. I wasn't looking for anyone. And anyway, we became really good friends and he was trying to set me up with different people, like, because people
Oh,
knew
wow.
we were friends. Yeah. But
Wow.
anyway, yeah, since college.
Nice.
Since
Well, I
college.
never
nice.
heard this story, so no, and thank you for sharing. And I actually see the joy when you're talking about your husband. I get a big kick when I hear those things. And I was telling Charlie that I was like, listen, man, a couple of weeks when we do our next, so I want to get on here. I really want to jazz up women because it's kind of been a trend. A couple of weeks ago we had Lisa and we kind of continued this theme. And I got this theme of these things of giving people flowers, showing them love as you can. That love breeds love. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing with that, Charlie. Next week's her birthday, so let's give her an early birthday shout
Whose
out.
birthday? Whose birthday?
Charlie's wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
Charlie's wife. Oh, okay. What's her
Yeah.
name?
Michelle.
Oh, happy
How
birthday,
many years-
Michelle.
Charlie, how many years you been married? I'm gonna keep testing you, this man.
33.
Oh,
Snap.
Mhm.
He just
Listen,
started remembering that.
Yeah, I got a daughter that keeps me honest with that. It keeps
That's
me on
what's up.
point with it because
That's
of
what's
her
up.
age. I just have to kind of add two digits and I'm all set and I get it right most of the time. But yeah, she's gonna be 21 years old, and I don't know how I've been married to a 21-year-old for 33 years. It just
That's right. That's right.
But
That's
nope,
pretty cool. I mean, in all seriousness, 33 years is amazing. I mean, seriously.
Yes, it is.
So
thank you.
happy
And
to
it's our
you.
anniversary on Friday.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yeah, so
Wow.
we
Wow.
They're like borderline, the two of you on your
yeah.
marriage.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So Joy, what do you plan on doing with this joyology and you kicking this joy to the world and clearly impacting the world to be a better place?
Okay,
Which
so
I
being
commend
here, being here in Tennessee, I have to tell you, connecting to my inner child is probably my specialty. And it's just something that I know. I don't know. I'm embracing that. It's powerful to connect to my inner child, and I don't know. It's something about connecting to my inner child energizes me, gives me creativity. And so literally even being here, it's not an accident that I ended up even where I'm staying at this Airbnb. Like after my conference, I was still praying like, Lord, I know you have surprises and I know what I'm thinking, but like just direct me. And I ended up here at this little Dolly Parton themed Airbnb.
Nice. I'm staying in the background.
I'm having so much fun here. It's like pink. It's like, I mean, the rooms are just so darling. It's so cute. And I'm getting this little twang, like
Twang.
accent.
I'm
just loving the people.
I'm happy. Something I really want to tell you. I think, and from where I'm sitting, I want to really tell you, I really hope you take this to heart. You are a whole lot bigger than you probably even realize right now. And I'm glad you've taken this great journey, right? And I think when you do stuff like this, you are reminding the world how big you are. And so you're doing it. I hope along the way you never forget that, because that's really
my eyes are watering.
That's okay.
When you say this, no, I mean just the synchronicities. I can't even. Anyway, do you want me to get into this about like the synchronicity even with here? Like, cause like, I mean, I pay attention to little signs and synchronicities, but if we're not there yet, we can move on.
Okay, if you want to share, go ahead and take a couple minutes and share if you like.
No, I mean, like if you have a program, you know what I mean? Like I'm your guest, so you be in control.
My program always adds a little. We always add a little fluff here and there. So we always think about.
Okay, so anyway, once I got to this Airbnb, I didn't know that the host was really going to go all out, like even with the children's books about Dolly, and that Dolly Parton wrote her own children's book about the coat of many colors, and it's so special. I was just like, oh, touched. And the next day, even when I was getting my pass for Dollywood, because you know I'm in.
Gotta go.
Yeah, Hollywood's right there, like down the street. It's not even that far. And the guy that helps me, his name is Joseph. And I didn't even say anything. He goes, I said, did you say Joseph? He goes, yeah, Joseph, like the coat of many colors. And I had just literally read the book, you know, that Darling partner.
Yeah.
He tells me, so he tells me, well, come on over. Once you get your ticket, I will print out your like ID card kind of ticket. And I just thought it was really funny for that synchronicity. But to end up here when I was at this conference in life mentoring school with a couple of my coaches actually that are helping me in this season, I stood up, I told them about how you guys invited me to the podcast, and I was just like telling them like I'd never been invited to a podcast, like what encouragement could you give me? And they said, Joy, you're gonna do just fine. You just radiate your joy, and you go and show up. And so they were just so encouraging. And then after, I was like one of the last ones to stand up and just kind of share a little bit, you know, about what was coming up for me. And I was telling them about this podcast that you invited me to. And some woman comes up to me, she goes, you know, have you heard the story of the pink flamingo? I said, the pink flamingo? No, I haven't. So she tells me, well, when the mama flamingo is nourishing her young, she loses all her color, is no longer pink. She's white. But when the baby flamingos grow up and she just no longer has to like nourish them and care for them, and then they fly off, right? The empty nest, she gets her pink back. And she looked at me, she goes, I feel like this is your pink season. This is your pink season. Like, because my kids are grown. I have a 28-year-old who's been married 2 years now, and I have a 25-year-old. Yeah. And I said, did you say pink? Like, it's my pink season? Because the night before I had literally just prayed to God, saying, God, there's this little, like, there's a couple of options of pink Airbnbs. I don't know. I was drawn to the color pink for some reason. I didn't even know about this one yet. Okay. This one that I'm at. But I said, God, okay, well, it's late. I'm going to go to sleep. But like, I'm just saying, like, for some reason, pink is something. But so when she said, I feel like this is your pink season, and pink means a lot to me. It's just like youthful. It's like energy. It's like, you know, going back to my inner child, you know, like, right. And so, and she literally says, she goes, yeah. And then, so I was like, oh, then we all leave this room, and down the hall, I see this woman dressed in bright pink. And so I go to meet her. I compliment her on her pink dress, and her name is Debbie Bird. And I'm like, is your name Bird? You know, and then I just heard the story about the pink flamingo, and we're laughing. And so she lifts her leg up to be like a flamingo. And anyway, we're just cracking up. And I was just feeling like, oh man, I think like I'm supposed to maybe really pursue staying at an Airbnb that, you know, I was just waiting for signs, and it ended up here, and literally it's just been everything. I've been so encouraged, like even with the Cup of Ambition and just the songs that Dolly sings. And I got this record player that's pink, and the record is pink, and all the songs are so encouraging and uplifting about your dreams. And like, I literally have a children's story, like a children's book in me that I want to bless the world with. And
yeah, there you go. There is the sign.
I'm here for a reason, and it's not an accident that I'm here. And Dolly's a big dreamer. You know, she's a creative, and she's iconic. And I even feel like as of today, like I literally want to start a children's reading club. Like, and I'm going to start, like, I want to read her book as one of the first stories, and like invite parents to like, hey, let's let's share some uplifting stories. We got to start with the youth and get their minds thinking about good things, and how to be aligned and how to make good choices. And that's just one of the things right now. I just have in my heart, like I'm inspired.
I love to hear that. Thank you for sharing that. It was very uplifting.
Yeah, I highly recommend all of Dolly Parton's movies that she just recently won, the recent ones, where she had a huge input in the directing and producing all those movies. And I happened to be on a great flight and seeing all the movies. And there's one that has the word bones in it. It's very, very captivating movie, and that she's, but highly recommend it. So, she always has a positive spin on things, and there's always something to learn from everything that she does. So, just want to
absolutely.
So true. So true.
Thank you for sharing that, Joy. And we'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. I want to add a little bit of the you talked a little bit about collapse in time. I'll talk about that in a little bit. Malinda.
Hey.
I'm going to talk about you for a minute.
Before we get started, Marvin, I just want to let you know there's no time limit on this, So
it's a time limit for me, brother.
Oh, come on!
You have these two. So it's a time limit on me, but anyway, right. I know you can go for hours, but I don't know if everybody's got hours. So, but I really always appreciate. I never feel rushed with Charlie. Charlie's my partner for life. I appreciate you, brother, with everything.
Appreciate you too.
Always been there. Always appreciate this. Charlie to me is like, he reminds me like an uncle. Uncle in your family, somebody you're crazy close to, and it's always there, support you. You never feel judged by him. That's Charlie. That's how me and Charlie do things. So
it means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's how I feel, man.
Great
that
friend.
Other version of me was the version that I worked on killing over the past year. We'll talk about that with another podcast, but
true.
I'm going to say what's on my mind. Malinda, wow. Here's another person I met. HCI, the first conference with Joy, just so nice and just very kind. A lot of loving ways about her, love in her heart. Just, it was weird because I show up there. One of the parts of the early version of my old version of me was kind of, unless I knew you, I was a little bit more reserved. She got a way of bringing that reserve out of you. That reserve's got to go somewhere else. So she's got so many gifts as well. I look at her as a healer, visionary, coach. I would call a love scribe because she has a way of projecting love to the world, and there's just so many attributes about you that make you you. You also another person where this world benefits from having you in it, no matter what. And the version of you that the world sees is you make an impact on this world. And another thing that's really cool about her, how many people do you know that run a marathon and an ultra marathon? That's Malinda. I mean,
wow.
You talk about dedication and heart and resiliency. I mean, you've got a lot of stuff wrapped up in you. This is what I'm saying. You're another big soul that you continue to open it up to the world. Everybody benefits being around you. And that's me just straight up sharing from my heart. I hope you never forget that how much the world benefits from you. Ever forget that. So she's been highly, highly supportive. Enjoy. You have been, since Kristen's passing. I love what I love what the encouragement that you've given me and the honest feedback as well. We talked a couple weeks ago. She was like, "You're seeing another version of me." You sell so eloquently, a whole lot better than I would. But my mojo was coming back about 6 months ago. I feel as that this is what the world sees, a newer version of where I'm at. We'll talk about that a little bit later but now I want to continue to talk about you. She born and raised in California. Time to come back. Everybody would love to have you here. I'm sure Joy would make another big smile to have you here. I remember that time when we met. We met up. We met
for lunch.
Where was the place we met up for lunch? Do you remember?
I remember it wasn't it? Didn't we have Thai food or something?
We did.
We did have Thai food. I'm just trying to remember.
The 3 of us, yes.
It was in Simi, right?
Yeah, Simi Valley. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you live near Simi? Why did we choose Simi?
I think it was a middle meeting ground for us, all 3 of us. I was in Santa Clarita.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I was in Ventura County. Yeah.
I think that we're like, yes, let's meet here.
Valley, yeah.
And then before I left, we met again.
Yeah, I remember that. We met one time, and I remember pulling over because I was getting a little bit sleepy on the drive. I don't remember. It was like towards Ontario or something. I think it was like I was heading to Ontario. I think we met in Ontario.
Was that when we met with others, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there was
2 women.
Okay, cool.
4 of us.
I remember that now. Okay.
Yes.
And didn't Kristen also join us?
No, she didn't.
I thought she was there.
No, all of us together. She never met. Yeah, she never met up with us.
Oh, I thought.
And Malinda was really just it helped a lot that she knew Kristen personally as well, but it was the whole thing of the encouragement and support. I will always hold that near and dear and be very grateful for. So thank you so much, Malinda. I know I thanked you before, but I'm thanking you again, and I'll probably continue to thank you. I don't think people can be thanked enough. I think there's no limit to that. So
I agree.
There shouldn't be.
Never should be.
No.
So as the world has been introduced to all your greatness and what makes you so great, tell us about you as a coach, what you're doing now. We talk about 7 years later, we all graduated. Is it 8? Is it 8?
I've lived out here for 7.
7. Okay, yeah.
So we've known each other for 8 years, guys.
My goodness, wow.
I know. I was thinking about it today.
It seemed like yesterday.
Oh, you know what? It kind of does, but I've done so much work. I don't know. I just feel like I've been a busy bee. Go, go, go.
Yeah, and you know what? I loved it, and just brought something to my head. And Joy, you mentioned too. I think going through that experience has really helped us do a lot of work along the way. Things has happened to us, or some level of awakening we've had.
Yes.
Okay, well, we got the tools. Let's get to work. It's kind of what, and I like what you said, Joy, is like the inner child. That's something that probably saved me. Without me losing
all of us.
Without me losing my mind. Yeah, I remember doing tunes and all that, and just the inner child. And I still tap into the inner child because this joy and having fun is everything. It was one other thing that you wrote down that you said. The way to accomplishment, everything's through joy and fun. That's what you said, Malinda.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, joy and fun. So,
joy and fun. That's
joy
it.
and fun. So,
as a child.
Tell us a little bit about you as a coach, what you're doing,
and what am I?
Yeah.
I'm serving. That's what I'm doing. I'm serving anyone that God sends my way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Yes, I am. My journey started through health. That's how we met, right? Health and life coaches. Right. And I started my journey just healing myself, my body. You know, my mission started just in healing, started with I didn't want to be another statistic, you know. And so to break any type of generational curse, you have to completely rid it 100%. So that was where I started. I thought this was just my physical health I was working on. And then as I began the journey to inner healing, I realized, wow, there's so much I skipped around and danced. It was time to get real serious, real serious. So, just like, you know, we had met, I met your wife. Okay. During that time we were in HCI together, and I had, been laid off my corporate job, and I just took a leap of faith and said, I'm going to start the freak all over. I'm going to do what I want to do, what I know I was called to do, not what I needed to do to survive, but what I wanted to do within my heart. Right. So we drank the Kool-Aid years ago and went on this journey, right? Like for real. And I think we really dipped in the Kool-Aid because it started there for me 2 years with HCI, going from, you know, health coach, life coach, TCM coach to mastery coach to all these certifications, right? We drank that Kool-Aid and we, you know, ran that route. And then, you know, I moved out here, and as an entrepreneur, it was very challenging when people don't know your name, when they don't know who you are. And I'm a coach. I'm an investment that you make in your life. So people, they just don't, you know, hire just anybody. So for me, I had to take a step back.
She froze up a little bit.
Yeah, she's frozen.
There we are. I'm like, everybody froze. Are we back?
Okay.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah.
And then I had to take a step back because, you know, my thoughts with entrepreneurship, just, I couldn't just go straight out on my own. Like I had to hold other jobs, like especially out here in Florida. You know, when I moved out here, holistically, nutrition, coaching was foreign. Nobody heard of it. It was like, I'm a needle in a haystack. Nobody has heard of this. I am like a pioneer in this industry out here. And so it was about visibility for me, just being visible. And how can I share my message and, you know, empower people to want this transformation that I so believed in, that, you know, we offer, you know, that's what we offer. We offer people space so that they can transform into the highest version that they can dream of themselves. And half the time I hold an even higher version of them because I see it. I see it before they can see it. So I just, I have been everywhere and anywhere growing. That's what it's been. I have been in 8 years of development. That's what I'm gonna say. I've been in the fire, developing me. And that looked like working with seniors, leaving there, becoming a dance fitness instructor, doing that to, I have a passion for helping children, helping them heal trauma. So I went into the inner city to go work with children in the urban neighborhoods. And when I was in the school, that's when God spoke to me. So very clear on the path that I needed to take. And he sent an angel pretty much, I believe, to speak to me in human form that said, what are you doing in here doing this? You need to be a therapist. You need to be elsewhere. It's not this, even though you're making an impact. And I just sat there and I just felt it in all of my being. And I just prayed and I said, God, if you want me to go back to school, then you have to make a way, because, you know, I ain't no spring chicken, you know, and I don't really know how to do this. But if you call me to do it, you always make a way. So I just took a step of faith. I signed up and everything just fell into place. And so, I've been in school
That's great.
She's freezing up. She freeze up.
It's cold in Florida.
Oh, there we go. I logged off. Yes. So I've been in school and college for the last 2 years, a little 2.5, working on my bachelor's in psychology. My specialty is trauma healing. I come from a background of trauma. And I have been healing myself since the age of 8, 8 years old. And
great job. Great
job. Thank you. And I feel, as I've worked with adults, children, everyone, men, women, you name it, I feel my greatest impact will be with the youth. Because there we can bring the change. There is where transformation for our future can begin, is when we help a child. Children are resilient. If we can
impact
them.
This whole panel has that same similarity when it comes, we're always reaching out to kids. Marvin in his last profession and making sure that they had the right guidance at daycares and Joy mentioned about what she wanted to do and what's on her bucket list, and now Malinda's saying it. And as far as me, it's been my lifetime commitment to help and aid when it comes to the youth of anywhere. I just happen to focus on this community.
Yeah.
So
you've done a lot.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, you've done a lot.
Oh yes, kids. Yes, it started with dance, and then I don't know. It's a gift. I know it's a gift from God that I can sit with a child and make them feel safe. Help them to open up and share and be vulnerable and not judged. And children need that. They're humans. They're just little humans.
That's a gift. That's a serious gift. Yeah. I'm biased. I feel like you could do that with anybody, but it's even more that you're doing that with children, which is children are definitely the future.
Thank you.
They really are.
I do it. Yes, you're right. I do it with everybody. But
So Marvin, when you all went for your training, right? Was you actually on the same table, or how did you guys, all three of you, interact with each other?
I walked by Malinda, and we were just kind of at the phase. I think this is the Kool-Aid part, and we were like, "You all get out there and meet each other," which I thought was great, because sometimes you got to push people, give people a nudge to do things. So to me, it was like, I think we were just walking by each other. We
just smiled and chatted.
Just spoke to each other. So
I like that. So it worked, because here it is, 8 years later, and 9, 10 maybe, and you guys are still doing your thing. So and that connection is amazing. So keep up the good work, all three of you.
When he walked by me, I was like, "Do I know him? I must know him."
Yeah, I was like we knew each other.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Where are you from?" Because I feel like I know you. And he's like, LA. And I was like, see, I do. I'm from LA too.
It's funny. I get that once a week. Somebody tell you look like somebody I knew. And I'm like, I don't know. Who could that be? So, okay.
It's the California connection, right?
It's a Cali vibe.
Everywhere I go, I get that. That could be on the other side of the country, and I get that. So I tell people, I do have some brothers I never met because my father was Rolling Stone.
Yeah, so, see that? We come from the same. We come from the same forest, man.
It's true, right? There's only 7 different faces on the whole planet, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, Malinda, I'm happy that you're doing the work, and congratulations to where you're at in the school, because it's probably not the easiest going back to school, but you're doing it. You're doing the damn thing. So I commend you for that. So just keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Halfway there.
Doing the things you're doing.
Halfway there.
You're helping people. Halfway there is great.
Yeah. I just earned my associate's degree, so now I'm transferring for my
Oh,
bachelor's.
Way
Yeah.
to
that's
go.
good.
Way to go.
Are you
That's
doing this online? Are you doing it online, or are you actually going to school, like a physical
The
school?
college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like
And
I'll
then,
do it at home, but if it's hard, I have to take my behind to the school and go into a
Mm,
class. And I
yeah.
had to do that when I was learning a language.
Oh.
Yeah, that was very hard to learn a language online.
mm.
So I actually had to go into the school for that. But actually, all the community college that I took was online from home. I had to teach myself a lot. I had to research and teach to know how to do what to do
Hmm.
Right. No, I can see that.
because it's been so long since I've been in school.
Right. No, I
So,
get that. I
yeah.
totally get that.
Well, the most one of the obstacles may be that when I find that students when they do go back to school is they want to take time off, and I highly recommend that do not take any time off.
Not
As
me.
appealing as the state of Florida is in the summer, go
Yeah.
through the summer, continue through it.
Well, yeah.
It gets you closer to your goal a whole lot quicker,
Yes.
Mhm.
and I think the instruction is much better in the summer. I think less people are there, so you get to learn a whole lot quicker and or easier. So and that's my advice to you: just keep on going throughout the summers um and I don't know if I'll make it to graduation, but I know you will be there, and I can't wait. Can't wait.
Where are
There's
you
one
going to
there.
go? Wait, you're not going to make it to graduation.
There was
Have
there was
food there.
one of our key speakers at my college was he said um and this is real quick, Marvin. I'm sorry. He said that
Okay.
he said there's one thing that they can't take from you, and that's a college degree.
That's
You
right.
can get fired from a job. You can, or they
True.
can't take it away from you. So once you have it, that's
Yeah.
always on your resume. And
Mhm.
he said a lot of things, probably in 45 minutes. That's how long he spoke. But that's the one thing that stuck with me, and I always say that there's one thing.
Yeah.
And so,
That's a good story. Thank you. Thank you, Malinda. I'm going to take a couple minutes and for you all have some couple questions for me. But I'm going to talk about a couple quick things. The book. So I'll talk a little bit about the book. Book's still doing well. I do feel in my thought the book should be in every household. That's just my feeling because we're all going to,
sure.
it's inevitable. You're going to lose someone close to you. And so
Mhm.
you can
Mhm.
start doing things along the way to help you out with that. Have you all ever heard of quantum becoming?
No.
Okay.
Not,
Joy?
is that a title of a book? I've heard of like quantum physics,
Yeah, quantum physics, but there's a quantum becoming. This is
Oh,
something that hit me a couple weeks ago. I was thinking to
okay.
myself, I was like, you know, to write a book and to really kind of where I'm at, I did not take a prescribed way to do it.
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with what my feeling is. I'm gonna keep pushing, right?
Mhm.
Of course, there's fear, there's doubt, it's all that stuff, right? And you're like,
Mhm.
sometimes you just don't want to do it.
Mhm.
And even to this day, sometimes I just don't feel like doing it because you run into these obstacles and all that. And
Mhm.
one of the things I really went into really when I was going through a quiet moment, I was going through this and I wrote down some thoughts: collapse in time and quantum becoming. Um, so it's really like when you know doubt comes and fear shows up, but you keep showing up anyway, you know, with a purpose, integrity, and love. And this version you already exist in, and this is my opinion now. This is exist in multiple timelines, and so you're fully expressed. You look to heal, and you looked at many different versions in my thinking, and really the quantum thinking is this: many versions of you exist at once, and the timelines across many outcomes. Uh, but the version you feed action and emotion, the one you become. So every time I post a video, share something, just share where I'm at and all that, it puts me close into that version that I have wanted to jump into.
That's right.
So
Mhm.
that's what I'm talking about, the collapsing time and the quantum becoming. Because in my opinion, and what I've read and what I've known, and what I've come across from many different avenues, these things are actual fact. And see, from the actual fact, this is okay. You kind of work backwards from there. The version of me I wanted to become was not the version I was when I became shattered. This is the part where in the book where I put a lot of stuff in there, a lot of messages where someone could ask me a question 10 years ago. So, oh yeah, that's why I put that there. I put that stuff in, and I do that and continue to talk to people because my journey, my quest is to really help people who go through this level of trauma and level of destruction because it's real.
Mm-hmm.
The person of me before was the person that had even more fear and more doubt, which I still have. I still have my fears and doubt. Don't get it wrong here. But working through that while working through what I've gone through and what I continue to go through, because we all go through something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was the thing. But the one thing that stands true and tried is that there is a version of me I see, and I continue to feel move in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part of kind of collapse in time, because in my opinion, that part already exists. I have either shunned that, pushed it away, but now I'm moving in that direction. Some days that I don't feel like doing stuff, I don't feel like talking about grief and all. I don't feel like posting a video. I don't feel like talking about the book. There's a lot of things I don't. But that's kind of the old vestiges of me. The newer part of me has done what I've done. The newer version of me that I stepped into was the one that released the book.
Mm-hmm.
The newer version of me was the one, Malinda, you said a couple weeks ago, you're seeing a different version.
Did she disappear? She's gone?
Yeah.
Oh.
For some reason.
Maybe her Wi-Fi.
So that's what I wanted to share for today. I don't know, Joy, do you have any questions for me?
Oh, yeah, I was actually on my mind. Thank you for writing your book. I honestly can't even imagine. Like, I've lost my father. I've lost a beloved nephew, and I still have moments where tears still fall when I think about them. And I have my husband still. And for you to lose your beloved wife, and then you pushing through to write your book, I honestly just want to ask you, like, that must have been the hardest thing to push to write your book. And what did you do to push, like, to really push yourself to get the book? Like, challenges came, and yet how did you overcome, like, not giving up on the book? You know what I mean? Because
I think I shared, and I know I probably shared on different podcasts and all that. I had to make a conscious decision whether I wanted to make it or not. There's a thing called widowhood effect, where a lot of people who lose their significant others when they're elderly, and you hear in the news or something, so-and-so died either minutes later, a week later, 6 months later, something.
Right.
That's that widowhood effect. Was I gripped by that? Absolutely. But I don't know. I think there was a point in time, I think I was being, my mom said something to me. I think I snapped at her, and I think it was a couple days in a row. And, she snapped back and was like, listen, you make a decision on it. And to me, it was like, I feel like there's other responsibilities I had. There's people I haven't met yet. You ever hear that song Fantasy by Earth, Wind & Fire?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I love
Find
that.
those who are in search of you.
Uh-huh.
Find other kind who are in search of you. So
Mhm.
I still feel like I'm on this journey. Listen, this journey so far, I've met some of the most incredible people. I've had some of the most incredible experiences meeting other people, and it's impacted them, and so I felt like I was moving in some direction. But that was after that decision whether I was going to make it or not. And there was a part of me that was so damn stubborn that was like, you know what? I'm going to keep moving forward in life.
Mhm.
I don't know where
Mm.
that came from. Maybe that was the part of me. I'm talking about collapsing time that was there. But I mean, and I also felt like I had a story that needed to be told. But that was after I made that decision, the story that had to be told, which the older version of me would have been thinking, oh, you know what? I'll be judged from that standpoint. And I remember I think one of the greatest lessons that I got from Kristen was she asked me early on not to judge her. I didn't know what the hell that meant. I understood more as time went on, right? And it doesn't really matter because I think sometimes when we're at this point where we're doubting how big we are, sometimes we got to show people who the hell we are
Mhm.
because you don't want other people to forget, and that's validation to you. And I feel like I'm continuing on this journey, millions served, and I was just on a magazine that their reach is 26 million, but it
Mhm.
doesn't stop there. I feel like the work continues, and I'll continue to meet people, and I have impact, and you start to realize you're really unpacking yourself along the way. Sometimes it's ugly, sometimes it's downright dirty, and so you're seeing yourself as if you were to take everything off and run down the street. You're as vulnerable as you can, and you know what? You're like, great. I don't care what anybody sees. This is who I am. And
Mm.
sometimes we all need some level of awakening because sometimes we hold ourselves back, and that was my story. But that's a great question.
Brings
Thank you for
to
asking.
the title, brings us to the title. Sometimes you have to lose yourself.
Yeah,
And
I definitely lost myself, brother.
yeah,
Oh,
and
but you know what? It's like we all. This is what we all potentially go through. And listen, there was no secret, and I want to keep relaying it to people. I was a broken man. I don't have a problem telling people that. But I worked along the way to just be better along the way.
Mm.
This time I think the difference is I had someone who really pushed that narrative in me. Hey, you're pretty awesome, and I felt that narrative from them all the way, all the time, right?
Right.
It's interesting how life happens. I had to get to the point to believe that myself in me, and perhaps maybe that this is what was shown to me. So because but I have fear and other stuff. So it's kind of where it's at.
yeah, it's the I'm thankful for all three of you being here, right? And I think it's very, very important that we make sure that this, Marvin always talks about a million reached, but I also want to make sure that, as we
Serve, brother, serve.
serve, rather, I always say reach. I don't know. That's just
Okay.
um, it's words. Well, anyways, it's a million served, and what I suggest is that you guys, when I shared this podcast to your profiles, make sure it's public because you never know who else you're gonna reach in this podcast,
Who else?
and
Where
so so
It's a
if you
good.
can't
That's a good
share
point,
it
though.
public, make sure to come on my profile and then share the podcast. But when it gets onto your page, make sure it's public because it's real, real important. Just the captivation of all three of you at three different times is real important. I mean, captivated me. I'm watching TV here. And and
Watch
and
too. It's funny.
so
I've got two more things real quick
Sure.
before we wrap up in about 10 minutes. Malinda, do you have any questions for me?
Of course. Come on.
Okay, go ahead and shoot.
Come on, brother. Listen. Your heart called you to write this book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why?
Why?
Why now? Why now? Why now is it so important to be in everybody's home? Why, Marvin? Why do you feel?
Good question.
I feel it's a guidebook for people going through. And grief could be many different. It isn't about losing a friend. It could be losing anything. It could be losing your own damn self.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean you can be as big as you want to be, and my goodness, yeah,
Yeah. You said
get
a
out there.
million served. Yeah, you said a million served. That's intention, right? The
Yeah.
intention of this book getting into every home is to provide resourceful healing.
Yeah, get the healing. Because you know what? The reality that I've seen a lot along the way, mainly because I was the mirror of that. Sometimes you just got to do things to heal yourself along the way. Sometimes it's selfish to your own self when you don't do any type of healing along the way. And I've seen so much because listen, one mirror shows to another, right? That's just like if you're looking in the mirror, who's the observer at the time? So is it you or the mirror?
The mirror moves when you move.
That's right. So yeah, and so I hope people will take that journey for themselves as well, because I think it's so beneficial, the things that pop into our experience for our own level of expansion versus what we think this thing is all about. Our level of expansion is everything to us. And, you know, if I can continue to remind people of that, you know, when and I put that in the book, when I first met Kristen, we were sitting across each other. There was no like, oh, I'm trying to hit on this woman and I'm trying to fall in love with her. It was really just a great, genuine connection, right?
Connection. Yeah.
And I told her this one thing, that it wasn't because I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to leave in the day to go back to North Carolina. Well, what's going to become of this? Because I didn't know. But there's sometimes the message you can leave with people, I think is everything. The message was, you know, I'm here to remind you of greatness. I don't know where that came from. I don't. And so that's what these platforms and opportunity to get around and help people, because I feel like my gift is people who are around me get better. That's what I feel like my gift is. We all have our gifts. And so to continue to spread that is great. It could be anything. We all have this power for whatever we do, how we use our gifts. I know this book is going to be and continues to be a great reminder. I already have in my mind, this book is a bestseller. So that's how I'm going to describe this book all the time. Bestseller. Because you know why? Anybody who reads is going to say some of the similar things, what they did for them, especially if somebody went through some deep trauma.
Yes.
So long. So I don't know. It was, and that's a great question, Malinda. That'll cause more reflection throughout the day. Yeah, I mean, I'm following this path of I don't know, and it's a lot of I'm moving into that version. I'm collapsing. That's
Your
really
heart warrior. Yeah. Remember
no, thank
that?
you. Yeah,
your heart warrior missions. And really, it's like loving yourself enough to be able to show up in your true divine light of who you are, your essence.
That's what it was. I didn't when I went through this also and put myself back together, I know damn well I didn't love myself. Because I had a lot of stuff that was being fed there. let's say I didn't feel it at the moment, even though it was there, because love is there. A lot of times we put stuff inside of us, but to remove some of that crap that we put in front of love exists. It's one of the highest vibrations out there. It's right up
in your book, love is there. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I have to tell you, did you see the photos that I put in the Amazon where I literally marked your book with all kinds of these heart paper clips, like literally.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, your book is what I really feel in this book is just so much love. And even there was a line that you said where I felt like you were really speaking to me and reminding me, like, Joy, like you didn't say joy, but it's like you said, you matter. You matter. You know, and there's a line in there where you literally say, you're here, you matter. And I'm not going to go into details, but I am definitely going through like something that's definitely breaking my heart, grieving. But you know, if I focus on the grief in terms of like getting stuck, where I start thinking like something's like I did something wrong, or I have to go and love myself in a healthy way, where it's like, no, I can't control other people. I can't control their actions. I can control me, and I can go love me. And your words, when you said you matter and you're here, it reminded me that it was powerful for me to go, yeah, okay, I'm still here, and I still have gifts to share, and I can't get stuck in my grief to the point where I think I can't go do my thing. You know what I mean? Like I can't go because whatever the self-doubt, whatever the thing is that's making me feel like I failed, or I'm not good enough, or I like the whispers.
Judgment.
I call them
it's
thought
called
lies.
Judgment. Yes, it's called judgment.
In me, when I get a thought that's like making me feel low, or making me feel like I call it a thought lie, because then I have to go to the truth. I have to go to find the truth of who I really am, what God says about me, and then also who you surround yourself. Like people will say things, and then do you always accept everything everybody says? No, you accept only what is true. You know what I mean? Like people could say something, you say, oh, no, that's not true. Like I have to say, somebody spoke into me. They said something like, I think they said something like, something's missing about you. And that kind of like, and then I thought about, no, nothing's missing. Nothing's, like, do you know what I mean? Like I didn't have to accept somebody's words saying something's missing.
Absolutely not. No,
and so like, I'm very careful. Like when you said, when in your book, when you said, just a reminder, you matter. And if this is what you take away from this book, that you would feel glad that it was the one thing, right? You matter. And I have to say that there are times where, like I would even say to my husband at the beginning of this trial, this thing that we're working through together, and we're growing stronger in this trial that we're actually going through together, in prayer, in like, I remember one time I was so low, I was saying, honey, I don't think I'm going to make it through this. I don't think I'm going to make it through this. He goes, no. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. And I'm like, but it's just too hard. Like it's the pain I was feeling, the grief, the deep thing. He's like, no, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. And I remember crying myself to sleep, thinking like, no, this is just too hard. And then the next morning, a miracle, like somebody from the East Coast, literally, she's a prayer warrior.
That's those East Coast people.
Yes. She is a prayer warrior on the East Coast. And she sends me this text like at 5 a.m. the next morning, right after I cried myself to sleep, with my last words saying, I don't think I'm going to make it. This is too hard, like too painful. She says, Joy, whatever you're going through, you're going to make it. And I just was like,
I love that.
Whoa. And I showed my husband, he goes, see, I was telling you that, but it took somebody from the East Coast.
Yeah. Sometimes
I wrote this.
I mean, I believe my husband, but you know what I mean? God had to use somebody.
No, Joy, you like I said, and I purposely said to you, you are always bigger than you think you are.
Yeah.
Keep showing the world that. Because
sometimes, like even sometimes you need, even though your husband probably said it to you 7 times out of the week, just needed someone else to say it.
Mhm.
And
Someone who didn't hear me say it, but she's on the East Coast in prayer,
We all
yeah,
need that.
connecting to God.
We're all connected.
Yeah.
We're all connected. So
Yeah.
when you guys asked about why the book, I mean, listen, this is a love letter to the world. You guys, and here's the thing about grief, and we'll wrap up. Grief sometimes is love with nowhere to go.
Oh, yeah.
And my goal with this was like I got all this abundance of love in me. So I'm spreading it to the world. One soul at a time.
Mm-hmm.
so true.
Um,
The
this is for you guys. Can you see that?
Let me screenshot. Can you lift it up higher? Because it's okay. Let me screenshot that.
hold on, let's do something better. Let's do something better. Let's
Three
do
people
this.
you see today. Oh, well, I thank each of you. You three.
Yeah, thank you.
I see you, and I thank you, each of you, for like creating this space
I
to
truly
talk.
appreciate it. The anticipation for the show was exactly what Marvin said, and he said that you guys
I
will
can't
be.
hear you guys.
Are you
Oh.
kidding? Okay.
No.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, Marvin just said you were two beautiful people, and I truly, truly impressed. Love at first sight. You two are marvelous. I really, truly, truly thank you for coming on here. Um, I will create some clips for this podcast, and I'll share it with you, on your pages, so you'll have it and be able to upload it on your social media or on different things that you may do. And but I truly appreciate it, and thank you, Marvin, for gathering and getting these two marvelous guests to meet us.
I try to find the ones that show love, man. And these
Yeah.
two are some of the highest example.
Awesome.
Nice. Can you hear us now, Malinda?
I can't. I had to log in and out. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
all
hear
right.
what you said.
We're gonna take it out of your check.
Okay, sir. I'm all good.
So
Awesome.
yeah, it was a pleasure having you both. It's always a pleasure being my brother here, but this added a little something
Yeah.
because just being in the presence of you two amazing women. Stay big. Continue to make an impact. I'm always one of your biggest cheerleaders.
No.
Even in silence. So
Thanks,
silence. You're not
I'll
silent.
I'll be
You're
the male
always there.
cheerleader. I'll be the male cheerleader with hairy legs for you two, also. And rooting.
Bring it in.
Yeah,
We
that's
love
right,
the love.
This is
So grateful.
I'm going to continue to share everything that all of you put on your profiles. If you're steady on sharing things on your Facebook profiles, I will share it on our podcast, on our group page on Facebook constantly. And Marvin knows that I will be trolling your pages, so we'll be,
Trolling.
and
I'm a
and
public
just,
profile. Come on.
yeah.
You're welcome at mine. You're welcome at my house anytime.
Awesome. And if you guys do meet in sunny California, please.
I know, Malinda, I think she's gonna wind up back in California.
This guy, I think he's trying to manifest that.
Yeah,
There you go.
What are you working on over there, Marv?
I'm always working on something. Trust me.
Yeah, see?
You know how it is. You both came from the same mind share. You stay in a place of
It's business. I know. Oh,
creation.
yes. My mind.
And Charlie, where are you? Charlie, where are you?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Look at that hat.
Yeah, I knew it had to be somewhere cold.
Yeah.
You got a heater at your Tootsies? You got a heater on the floor?
No, I'm actually pretty warm where I am right now in the top floor of the house. It's it's pleasant, you know. Marvin knows in the summer, man, it was
Hot.
Yeah, you're baking
Africa. It was Africa hot up
Yeah, it
here,
gets
you know. It
really
was
humid, huh? In
yeah.
the summer.
So but yeah, I'm in the Northeast. You know, most of my life I've been in the Northeast. But 3 years in California,
Oh,
in
okay.
the LA area, and then 2 years in Florida, and my beloved town, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I loved it there,
Mm.
and we actually, like I said, it was a great football country. It was just loved that town so much, and
Florida's
you know,
nice. Florida's really
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
I'm gonna get out there in the spring because I'm gonna do some book signings throughout the country.
yeah. I
Yeah, you're
can't
coming
wait.
to Florida. You said you're
Oh.
coming to Florida.
Yeah.
I'll be in Florida in the spring. I'm doing the Run Disney Spring Spectacular.
In
Doing the
Orlando?
five, yeah, in Orlando. I'm doing the 5K,
Nice.
the
Nice.
10
Oh wow,
miler, and the wait,
Whoop, whoop.
5K, 10K, and then the 10 miler.
Go
oh
And
Joy.
it's
wow,
Go Joy. Go
the
yeah,
Burner
I love
Joy.
the Inside Out movie with the sadness
Yes.
and joy. So there,
Yes.
that's one of the character races is the sadness
Nice.
and joy. And so
That is
How
cool.
that's
fun.
what I'm working towards.
How
So I'm doing
fun.
a bunch of little 5Ks and stuff between now and
It's
then. In
not
fact,
little.
this weekend, I'm
no,
actually when I get back to California, I'm going to do the bubble run,
Oh
The
my gosh,
bubble.
that's so much fun. I did that.
the
So much
5K bubble run
Yeah, so
with
much fun.
bubbles.
You just
So
walk
you,
and have a good time. It's a
Yeah.
good time. Yeah.
very
Oh,
nice.
I love
what
it.
part of California is that?
Which part of California? It's I have the paper here.
Irvine.
Yeah, it's like Irvine, somewhere like right there.
They always had like
somewhere
the
like right
little.
there.
They
Yeah,
always
it's close
got
to Orange County.
Yeah.
tons of stuff down there.
Yeah,
I've ran
it's
everywhere
Orange.
in
It's like yeah.
I've ran everywhere in California. Name a place.
Wow.
Nice.
Florida.
They
Not
have a
so
lot
much.
of walks and runs down by Seal Beach, Huntington Beach.
Yep.
Mhm.
I love
Is
running
there-
there. Surf City area. Surf City.
Yeah, Huntington
Yep.
Beach. Huntington Beach is
Yep.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
There was a big one in just outside Hermosa Beach.
Yep.
Yeah, they always got
and
something
there
down there.
Yeah, there was a huge one. That was nice, you know.
Yeah, those beach towns are very, very nice.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to like, what is that? Is that La Jolla where the seals are?
The coast. Mm-hmm. La Jolla
Yeah.
Coast.
Yeah.
I always go when I come to San Diego. I gotta go see the
You can walk
coast.
up to them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it, but I
Oh,
know
they
people.
stink. No, yeah, don't do that.
Joy, you didn't catch my pink flamingo. when
I
you were
did.
saying that. You know.
Yeah, it was so funny. It was like improv at its finest over there. I was like, you guys pre-planned that, huh?
no.
No, I didn't even try.
I'm just kidding. That's when I said she didn't hear me. I said synchronicity.
Yeah.
That's the
it was
perfect
perfect.
example of synchronicity.
Yeah, it was.
See? I'm always vigilant to it.
And I call her she, but she was right here. She listens to every podcast, and
See?
Wow.
What is her name?
her name, I don't know, Pinky, I
Well,
guess.
I think you should
Pinky.
call her Flossie. She looks like a Flossie. She was flossing the screen.
We it was she's been here ever since I worked in an elementary school, and
Oh.
this was one of the things that the staff always had, you know, and as they went on vacation or did something, we all had one.
Oh, I
And,
love it.
she happens to stay at my podcast and
Wow.
sit here listening.
That is
And
cool.
yeah, so
Doing her little dance across
yeah,
the
yep,
You did the
across the
thing.
screen, yep.
I thought about it, but I didn't want to shock y'all. See, that's your attention there.
Yeah. Hey, we definitely got to do this again, man. And truly, you know, even if it's something that one of the four of us come up with something that we want to talk about, you know,
Yeah.
just kind of we're all engaged with each other on social media, so just send each other a message and say, hey, how about talking about this subject, you know, and we'll
Let's
do
talk
it,
about
right?
it. Let's get real. Let's get
Yeah.
raw. Yeah.
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 Anytime, anywhere.
So true.
That's what Janet Jackson said. Anytime, anywhere, any place. That's just it, right?
There you are.
Yeah.
Now Marvin's in the vibe. You see, Joy? Marvin's in the vibe now.
Anytime talk about connectivity and all that, yeah, I'll definitely get more jazz with that.
Yeah.
And you gotta have fun.
And you said it.
You
You
got
gotta have
to.
fun.
You gotta have fun.
Yes.
And you know, you think about you smile all the time. And Charlie, we talked about this. I said, try this for a week. Go out, and just smile at people for a week.
Oh,
And
it's so wonderful.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I've been doing that in Tennessee.
and they're gonna smile back. Well, most of them, or probably about 90%, right?
Yeah, or they won't make eye contact. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
They will just like, I'm not gonna look because they see you, they feel you. You cannot
Yeah.
not feel the energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smile is everything.
Yeah. I like going into work and go in a break room and say, good morning. And we had this guy, Jeff, that would come in every morning. He had his traffic vest on and he would walk in the doorway and he'd say, good morning, everybody. And everybody would just look. And so I kind of took that on and say good morning to each table or people that, you know, on my way out. And I think it's a nice greeting and, you know, but yeah, smiling is perfect. And, you know, I'm always looking to write about something and I truly, you know, smile is one of those things that always comes into all my poetry. And so, but Marvin, you're the best.
No,
Malinda, you're right there with him. You're the best. And Joy, please keep up that joyologist. That's the first time I heard that word, and I
Really,
actually
joyologist?
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
use it, man.
Yeah. I'm the joyful joyologist.
Yeah, that's it. Sounds like it sounds like
true. It's 100% true with Joy. You can't help but be filled with her light in her presence. So
yeah, always since day one. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's no okay.
Well, can I tell you?
She got it back on now. No.
Okay, so you know, I'm going through hard stuff, some really hard things, and we all do.
Yeah.
But I was one day, you might have seen my post I shared about when I was meditating. I took an extreme self-care. Just recently, I went away. I was at the Palm Springs, and I literally went for walks. I went swimming. I ate really healthy foods. I mean, just like really took care, extreme self-care. I was on a meditative walk. And I was meditating on the word deeper joy and how I cannot have deeper joy without having gone through deepest grief.
Yeah. Yes. How could you know the difference? You can't.
Yeah, like deeper. My joy is deeper because I've been through deepest grief.
Wow.
And I'm walking. Okay, I'm walking in Palm Springs at this place where I'm not expecting really to see what I end up seeing in my path, and I see this purple thing like underneath the tree. It's not even in the path, but I see something purple underneath the bottom of the tree, and I was just gonna walk by, but then all of a sudden it was like this nudging, like go see what that purple thing is over there under the tree. And the word, it was a purple, like weather-beaten card that said deeper.
Wow.
I love it.
I know. Like I'm
write it.
literally deeper.
You had to go deeper, not
you
surface.
I go deeper.
Can't go surface.
Deeper. And then in the question, you turned the card over and it said, what is the most significant life-changing event in your life that has made a difference? And so I journaled on that, and literally I do go back to like even my faith is encouraged, just being in Tennessee with the way Dolly's faith is and all that. But I would say that if I didn't have faith in something higher than me, right? If I didn't have faith that there was some that God, the one who created me, if I didn't have that, like I don't know if I can't even say it, because God still has me here
Mhm.
But
You're got, girl. You gotten good.
he's got me, and
Yeah.
that's where I'm solid now. It's like no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. Even you say this in your book, Marvin, like no matter what, the best is still going to unfold. And I see that, and I know that God has good plans. He has good plans, and we have to remember the truth about that. And with that, like literally meditating and me praising God, like I'm on this praise walking and saying, God, you know, I'm still here, and thank you, and I'm literally meditating on I have deeper joy because of deepest grief that I've walked through.
That's right.
Still walking. I'm actually still walking through, because the thing that has been bringing me grief is not resolved in my visual world, but God's got it resolved. You know what I mean? It's like that's my higher belief and faith that He's got it, because He cares about every single one of us as children of God, and He's got it. God has got it. And so I have to remind myself, like, maybe visually it seems like it's not worked out yet, but He's got it worked out. And now I've got to focus on the things that He has for me to do, and not get bogged down by the things I cannot control. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So as we search for certainty, right? Like my anxiousness is searching for certainty so I can feel safe again. And so this is a moment for you to regulate your nervous system, because you are being activated in that grief, which is that trauma response. So just like, even if you said to yourself, everything is always working out for me.
Yeah.
Always working out for me.
Reframing.
That's right. Yeah.
Reframing.
Wow. Well, you've heard that before, right?
Yes. Marvin, reframing.
Reframing.
Yes, I always say everything is always working out for me. And from this experience, only good will come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it will. No matter what I'm going through. I know it's dark, but it's always working out, because we have to make friend with the shadow and the light.
Yeah.
That's our own time-space reality.
Yeah.
When you reframe, you get to set your own time-space reality.
Yeah.
Now, have you guys heard of the quote about the arrow? Like the arrow, when you pull back the arrow. If something's pulling you back.
Yes, so you can propel even farther forward.
Yeah. Oh,
absolutely.
Someone gave me a necklace with a little arrow and attached a little quote. And I wish I could say it exactly, but you got the gist of it, where someone had written me this little card that said, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you feel like you're being pulled back, or it just feels like you're taking steps back, it's like, that's only to prepare you. It's like the arrow, boom, you know. And I feel like that's, I would say in the last 4.5 years, I mean, I've been overcoming the thing that's grieving me. And I realized that, like, wow, I'm just going to go further now.
You are.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I'm speaking that forth because I believe that we're not allowed to go through something when we're surrendered, like, okay, show me what it is I'm to learn from this situation. How do you want to grow me? And like, you're going deep, right? Deeper, like that card said, deeper. And you're like, okay,
the root. You gotta get to the root.
Boom, like the arrow.
Yep.
Gotta
Very
be
nice.
Deeper is always
theory. Yeah, I call it the rubber band theory, where you're being pulled back to be propelled to a higher level, and it is okay. This is a temporary feeling. It's a temporary space. Just stay present.
I think about that, and thank you, Michelle. Really appreciate it. It's interesting when I think about. I had this weird thinking when it comes to rubber band. You know, I can relate that back to a child. People playing games and shooting with a rubber band or something.
Oh yeah, right. No,
I remember that.
Yeah, we used to have the big red ones, you know, that would paper boys usually had, and
the red ones.
They were probably,
yeah, for the Sunday paper, Sunday paper rubber bands.
Those were nice. My brother thought he was fast until I hit him upside the head with the rubber band.
And then he quit playing.
No, actually, not him. he was nonstop. So in fact, it's my brother's birthday today that I'm mentioning. He's
Yeah, happy birthday.
one of five, and he
Oh,
likes to brag on this day
Lord.
because him and I are the
yeah.
same age for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
he likes to brag about that. And yeah,
Hmm.
we talk about Rolling Stones. Well, my dad was a Rolling Stone, but and let's just say me and my brother Kevin, we're 11 months apart. So as soon as my mom was like exhaling to say, my firstborn, you know, he decided to make a second born, and right away. So, but I always tell everybody, my brother Kevin, I always had a lifetime best friend because he was always with me. I didn't worry about going
Wow.
anywhere. I always had him by my side,
Hmm.
so it we helped each other through a lot of stuff. So,
That's
um,
good.
one thing I want to mention before we go is that I hope that all of us check in with each other, you know,
Oh,
and
yeah. There's no
keep
doubt.
checking in and making sure things are cool, all right, and we learned that through Paula, right, Marvin? She's always saying that checking in with people, and I think
Oh,
that
yeah,
we
no
should
doubt.
do that too,
No doubt.
you know.
No doubt.
Can you tell me
Oh,
who Paula is? I don't know who.
She was she lost her son
Oh,
through fentanyl poisoning, and we
mm,
had a
Oh, wow.
podcast for a little while,
mm,
fentanyl facts and stories, and
mm,
so she would,
That's
her and
good.
her group and her nucleus would always check in with each other and make sure that
mhm,
everyone was all right, and
mhm, mhm,
so
gotta check
you
in.
know,
And, I think that's more essential. People who have, who are going through it and who have gone through a high level of trauma and grief, people need that. They need people to check in, and
Yes,
more than people realize.
mm.
I could have pulled that out into a whole book itself, but I didn't. And I kept that kind of light. But people need that. People need that more than people.
What do you mean? That's not, you ain't stopping now. You already have a book now. You got two, three, maybe four that are ready for your shelf. So
I
people.
got other ones. The other ones are
Yeah,
going to be really
yeah,
powerful too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But, everybody's got a book.
saucy. It's
Yeah.
gonna be saucy. He's got
Yeah.
some sauce brewing.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the only way to go.
Look at
Only way to go.
his face, the little dimple. Look at this. See what I'm saying?
mhm. Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah.
He got the sauce boiling with the dimps.
That's right.
that's it, my man. He's he's definitely um he's great on the eyes, Marvin. He's great on the soul. He's great on the heart, and the
Thanks.
man has definitely great qualities, and I'm glad I get to hang out with him once, twice a week, talking about this podcast, and
Yeah.
and look what he's given me. He's given me two new friends,
Oh,
and everything he talked about was exactly true. He said you guys were going to be special, you're beautiful. You
Beyond.
definitely was going to be a great podcast,
Yeah.
and so he gets an A.
All right.
I'm showing my age. He gets an A plus. I don't think they grade kids like that anymore. They don't grade people like that. So it's either pass or fail. But
He's
Marvin
a
always
rare
gets an A.
breed. Marv's a rare breed. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. I love y'all.
all right. Send you
Love you
love.
All right.
too.
Yes. Electronic
Nice
hugs. I love you guys.
connecting.
Yes. Yes.
Yay.
Yes. I love it.
Peace, love, and joy.
Peace,
Eh,
love, and
eh,
joy.
eh.
Also, I'm tempted to buy a hat over at Dollywood. It says "Peace, Love, and Dolly."
Girl,
Yeah.
just
do
let
it.
it. There's not, listen, lean into all things that make you feel wonderful.
Well, I bought this.
Look at
I
that.
bought this sweatshirt.
So
Marion.
cute. I would have too. I love the colors.
Merry
Oh my
and bright
gosh.
Dollywood. I love it.
It's like varsity lettering. So cute.
I'm
Yeah.
ready. I'm ready for the. I mean, Thanksgiving all year long, gratitude every day, right?
There you
And
go.
then Christmas. I'm ready for Christmas.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
It'll
I'm
be
ready
here
for more
sooner than
love.
you think.
Bring it all in.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. All right, guys. It was a pleasure, Charlie. Thank you.
All right.
My pleasure.
I know.
All right.
Okay,
We'll
bye.
see
Love you guys already. Take care.
Okay. All right.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, how to get out of here?
Yeah. Where's the button? Yeah, this is my first time doing StreamYard. I guess when Charlie closes it out.
Yeah,
Right,
just
right,
leave.
Joy. Just hang up on us.
Just hang up on me, right? Have a great day.
Okay,
bye.
See ya.
Welcome to Sometimes You Have to Lose Yourself, a podcast where we explore the complexities of love, loss, and self-discovery. Join Charlie Perry and Marvin Speller when life's unexpected twists and turns come our way. It's easy to lose ourselves in the process, but what if losing ourselves is exactly what we need to find our true selves? Join us as we dive into the depths of human experience, sharing stories, insights, and conversations that will challenge, inspire, and maybe even help you find your way again. Sometimes you have to lose yourself. Let's get started.